are the signs that you're about to fail your exam, but don't worry, I'm not here to scare you, I'm here to help you, so this is what you can do about it. You do not have any time to waste at this point. First thing, you haven't done any practice papers under time conditions. Notice how I said time conditions. It's all well and good being able to write an essay, but if it takes you 4 hours and it's a minute a mark, you are cooked. So quite simply, just start doing this under time conditions, particularly planning under time conditions, writing essay plans, and making sure your answers are concise. And yeah, just doing entire practice papers, write down the time after you finish every question so that you can see where you're spending longer. You know, in A-level economics, you're spending 25 minutes on an 8 marker. Next sign you're about to fail. You just reread and highlight your note. I feel like this is rather self-explanatory, but this is very, very passive and you're not going to be taking in much information. You need to be actively engaging with the content using active recall strategy. Some of my favourite ones to use during exam season were flashcards and the Feynman technique. Flashcards are your key facts, figures, and then recalling the information before you turn over the flashcard. And then Feynman technique is just teaching somebody else. It makes sure you have a solid understanding of that thing, and also you are regurgitating information, and you will be answering somebody else's questions on that topic. Okay, next up you have no idea what an examiner's report is. So an examiner's report is basically an exam commentary released by your exam board, which will give you information about how students performed in previous years on specific papers. So you should be doing a practice paper, marking it, and then looking at the examiner's report, because that way you learn from your own mistake, you pick up key phrases and terminology from the mark scheme, and when you read examiners' reports, it basically tells you where other students went wrong. So even if you didn't make a mistake and most other students did, you can learn from their mistakes and not just your own. And then next you keep saying that you're cooked anyway, and you use this as an excuse not to revise. It is never too late to start revision. As in, you can learn something 20 minutes before the exam if you really try. There is time to increase your grade. Even if you just learn one thing and that comes up on the exam, that's more marks you had before. Also, if this does help, going from a grade 3 to a grade 4 is much easier than going from a grade 8 to a grade 9. This is because of the way in which marks are distributed. And that might sound counterintuitive, but that's the way it works. You are not going to fail your exam. You are going to use the advice that I've given you and also follow for more daily study tips.